Where's the microphone? There we go. Get that little microphone action going in there. Should sound a lot better. Let's see what we can figure out. Let's get this quick test. Got a whole new setup. Let's do this. Boom. Now we're gonna do the sound. Yes, sir. That's how you do it. You fix it up. So we're going to keep looking. See if I can pull this up. Go. This. I want to pull this in another spot. While you're looking at this stuff. Okay. 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 Let's do it like this, because I can pop this out. Minimize. Let's move this down, pop this out. Then we can just move that down to the corner. What's going on over here? You just, you retarded. This is insane to do on one monitor. I don't know which side that's going to pop up on. See, we can do it a little bit like that. And then if I adjust this real quick. See. That's going to minimize both. Cool. Just do it like that. Okay. Now we're going to scan. Set up a scan. So, minimum volume, we want 1 million. Where we got there? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's a million, I think. See where the last. We want there's no minimum. We want the maximum to be 50. Enter that in. minimum. We want 100 in volume. It says scan. See what pops up. Get a lot of options. How many options do we get here? I get it. 777 stocks. Okay. So we could probably add another filter in here. Maybe a fundamental. It's not really any of these that I want to adjust per se. Can we get a let's do crossover? Yeah, RSI. That's what we want. Um, so if 30 is undersold and we want to sell puts for the start of this strategy, we want the RSI to be crossing just above the 30. Let's see what happens when it crosses below the 30. Hit that. Give it a simple moving average. We'll hit scan. 61 stocks. Okay. So we narrowed it way down, and that's really good. So let's pull up. Let's just pull it up onto a quick chart. Where's my quick chart? Let's just do it here. So we pull up American Airlines, and we kind of see how it's going here. So it's not going great. Let's see what happens when we cross above the 30. We can get like a recent cross. Oh, wow. Get 8. Okay, let's see. Some of these are, okay, let's see. CDE. Don't get it confused with CTE. Oh, yeah. Namaste. Namaste. So if we add a study into here, and it's not a moving average. It's crossovers. Add in the RSI crossover. Where are you at, RSI? Put that on the lower, 14 above 30 wild. No, I don't want the wilders. I want the simple. And I want to leave it like that. Hit apply, boom. And you're still not what I want. So let's edit you again. Let's give it some. Oh, it's not quite what I want. This is what I want. I want an actual RSI. 1470, 30 wilders now. So let's move that. Apply, boom. That's what I want. So if I bring up this scan and we get rid of that and we add another filter, another study. Popular studies, RSI scan. 14 wilders is greater than 30. It's gonna bring me back to like, okay, 708. So let's go back. Let's look at AA. All of these scans, these are all going to be prices in order. So I'll be able to filter these. Well, look at American, or not American. Alcoa Corp. Sitting right around 41. I wish, not that I wish, I want. See how that changes. That actually narrowed out a lot. Um, let's see. We want that RSI. Ah, let's see what that does really quick. Okay, we'll do that, and then we'll add one more study and do another RSI. Let's make it simple. And we want it less than 40 right now. There we go. Okay. AU. Oh yeah, it's still not giving me what I want. I want the crossover to just be above 30 right now, but it says it's at like 52. But in this, it's actually moving up. So if we go to trade and we go to AU, look at the options chain. Let's see what the options chain looks like. They don't have weeklies. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's also not ideal. Now, there are some huge premium numbers here. Like if we went to do this, let's do that. Skovetsky, Dostoevsky. Let's go out here. Let's do like a 21 delta. It's gonna use up all of what we got here. Back to our scan. Let's drop down. Maybe do this ACAD. Stock looks good. It's not. Nah, okay. Not for not for this trade. Not for short puts. Let's do APLS. Wow, that's active me pretty hard. B7. It's right in your highs. It's not what I want. AD and A. Okay, this one's better. See, ideally what I would want is something like this, you know, it's down in a peak or a trough on the RSI, and I'd be wanting it to move upwards. You know, I'd be looking for somewhere like 32 RSI, maybe pump it up into a 40, something like that. Something on the lower end that's looking up. But come over here, this is the daily chart, by the way. It's a 6-month daily, 15-minute, 3-minute. And so kind of get an idea of intraday volatility, more or less daily volatility, and then or movement, movement, movement. But this one's more looking at like weekly, how things are moving week to week, and that's good. That's what I want. So let's take ADMA. They also don't have weeklies. Go over here, you can get a 65 credit on the 17 strike. When was the last time they were at 17? 17 right there, about right there. It's not too bad. Go over here. Okay. So we could get a 65 credit on 1700 buying power reduction. So let's pull up a sheet real quick and grab the trade log. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's not necessarily what I'm looking for. Um, yeah, I don't have. That sucks that I actually don't have a risk and reward calculator on here when I should. So let's make this really quick. Risk reward calc. So this is going to be our buying power effect. This is going to be credit received. And then, so let's see. Buying power effect, 1700.65. Credit received is going to be 65. Make those dollar amounts. Oh. So we do this, divided by this, we're going to get 3.82%. Our RR. So if we look at our risk to reward, we're looking at 3.82%. So 65 out of 1700 is 3.82%. That's pretty good. Now, the thing is, we're not going to get $65. As you can see, like right there, we're looking at 64.34. So if we do 64.34, 378, still not that bad. Our max profit is going to be that. So if we want to look, say 60% max profit, we're looking at 38.60. So let's do 38.60, 2.27. That's still fairly good, you know? Let's merge these. I like making these look pretty. And so let's do a little conditional formatting real quick because once again, I like to make things cool. If this is greater than 1.0, we're going to have it marked with green. 18, if the value is greater than 1, let's do 0.01. There you go. That's what we want. That's what we want. So we'll do like 60% credit received. It's not a bad trade. And so what we could do, actually, throw 2 of these on. Let's see what 3 look like. Okay, that's too much. There we go. We can do 2. So 2 is our max here. 128.67. 77.20 for a 34.01.30. So it's still 2.27. It's not a bad trade. And that is looking at 47 days out. We're looking at a 24 delta. It's 31% chance in the money, and we got a 65% implied volatility. That's not a bad trade, man. We might throw that out there. Let's toss this somewhere in here. Kind of trades are these? These are like potential. It's fine. And we take the trade log. Let's just build it out because I want ticker, current price, number of lots. I want credit received. I'll put so it's not so I can do buy or sells there. So cost here. This would be easier if I do it like cost credit. That would be a little bit easier. Call put, and then we could do delta, gamma, theta, IV. So ticker we're looking at is ADMA. Current price is 1933. So it's sitting at. Yeah. Number of lots we go 2. Cost credit would be our credit would be 128.67. Would be a put. So we're going short put here. Delta is negative. Gamma is 0.7. Theta is 0.1, and the IV is 69, 65, 65.9, 66, whatever you want to call it. Straighten these up and out. Do all of that. Bang, bang, boom. There we go. Come on. Oh, yeah, let's do our margin requirements. That's something to throw in there. So, to the left. Margin rec. It's going to be 34.01.30. There you go. That's not bad, man. Not a bad trade. Let's do one more to the right here and do DTE. At open. And we're looking at 47. So we really, for DTE, you know, our rule here is we want say like 20 to 45 DTE. I want my risk reward ratio. Let's merge these two cells. Let's merge those two cells. Straighten this up. I want the risk reward ratio to be, let's do this so it doesn't give me a formula, equal to or greater than 1%. So maybe we could do this. So R ratio is going to be this divided by this. Make it a percent. Boom. That's what we're looking at. So 3.78, which is still, that's total credit received. And we're going to go 60% profit target here. So if we do it like that, we'll do, we're going to make it a little bit more complicated, but we want this. This time, let's do it like that. So now we can do this times this. 0.6. Oh, it's gonna be the same. Okay, leave it there. Keep it like that. Actually, PEMDAS should give me the same answer. There we go. Wunderbar. Look at that. Look how it plays out. Look how it plays out. That's not bad. It's not a bad trade. The question then becomes, what if the trade doesn't work out? What's the plan? What are we going to look at here? Yeah, honestly, go for the mid price, get 72. That would be better. So we get a 72. Let's confirm 142.67. 267. 252. So slight, the same. 3400. 3401. Okay, no, it's just 340130. Not bad. Close that. Go to the charts. So we're going to be holding this for a decent amount of time, 47 days. I mean, if we take it all the way to expiration, it's still, we're going to be holding this for a while, 45 days, roughly. The market's open tomorrow. Time of making this video, so, let's go to, let's do it like this, because I know that I can use this. This will give me much better data at a glance. Aftermarket, the trading at 1950, so that's not bad. ADMA Biologics. It's a biotech. It's in the is it in the Nasdaq? Yeah, it's in the Nasdaq. Okay, so it's in the rut. Cool. Small cap. Not bad. Not bad. And that might be where we can find our honey hole, is inside the rut, inside all of these small cap guys and trading these. So, go over here. Shares outstanding, it's steadily increasing. Sales shot up. I mean, it's almost a double. What is that, like 30 something percent, almost 40%. Um, Second quarter results on August what? August 6th. So we're coming right up into an earnings play here. Let's see, give us a little bit more room. Shrink this down a wee bit. There we go. We're coming up into earnings, so of course volatility is increasing. We can see the RSI and the MFI, they're pretty intact. They're in sync there at the 60s. You know, this might not be the best to trade just because of where it's at. Biopharmaceutical company manufacturing, marketing, developing specialty plasma derived biologics. Cool. Looks like they're a plasma company, so it's, you know, where you go and donate plasma and all that. It's not a bad company. Yeah. If we go and look at all of their, so this is annually. We could look at annuals. That's fine. So net income. That's crazy. Look at that. Their net income has been negative every single year since 2023, and then 2024 they shoot up to 197. Like they go insanely positive. Total operating expense has been steadily increasing. That's wild that net income before taxes is the same way. It matches up perfectly here, all the way until you get to 2024. Trailing 12 months, their net income is good. Diluted shares is steadily increasing. Total revenue shot up year over year there. That's it. It's a big jump, man. Oh, what's the insider trading looking like? Option exercises, some sales, a lot of sales, lot of dumping. Directors and CEOs. July 30th is the last time. They exercised an option at 898, so they bought up a bunch of shares here and here. 2,500 shares. It's only 25 contracts. That's not bad. At 898 though. What is that? Quick math. 898 times 2,500. 22,450. Oh no. Shot it all the way down there. It's one of those stocks that we'd have to really wait until earnings and see how it plays out. But I mean, you look at it, they took off this year. That's crazy. I really wonder what made them go up so much over the last year. Interesting. Okay, we don't have to spend too much time on that. It's totally fine. Let's go back to our scan. Extreme, what is, I could add a filter to this. Customize column sets. Let's see. Sector. And then scoot this over. How far are you gonna let me scoot over here? There you go. Okay, so now we can kind of see where things are. Let's look at AM, see what they're at. AM Tarot. Tarot. That's weird. Oh, Antero midstream, that's why it's AM. So, looks like they just reported earnings. We can jump over here. See what this is like. Jump back into the daily chart. Yeah, they just reported earnings. They beat. They beat. They beat. They're going up. Right back into the 60s range. They're downgrading raise right now. Analysts are downgrading. That was in December 24, though. There's been no changes there. That's a huge, huge write up. But I mean, that's the earnings beat, you know, they beat by 5%. It's not bad. Revenue beat by almost 2%. Once again, not bad. Let's jump into the trade. And these guys, once again, no weeklies, no weeklies. So we go to the 47 DTE. Premiums are trash. But it makes sense because they just crushed earnings. So you're not likely to see a whole lot of IV in something like this right after earnings. Okay. One I want to check really quick that I always do is Ford. I know I should have. I got a 47 out right now. It's a call. Let's see if we were looking over here. Maybe the 40s and the weeklies. Not a lot of premiums. 16 cents there. 4 cents there. But if you look at the Ford chart, they're recovering because they had earnings, but they had bad Ford guidance, and so it's not the right time. We could go to AVPT. 1795, they're coming down. You can see the RSIs coming straight down. It's not a good look. AEHR, they're coming down as well. Not a good look. EBVA. Oh, they're way up there on highs. That's not, yeah, they're oversold right now, or overbought. Not a good look. Let's do Arlo. 41 coming down. I wouldn't. Nah. Look at that. There's no bid. There's no volume. Gotta change this scan really quick. Option volume 100 minimum. I thought that was, you know, that was kind of our thing. But that's what we added in there. Let's see. Fundamental. I know I can do it here. Honestly, I just like FinViz. So let's see. Let's do all exchange, any index, any. We want country USA because it'll give me all the countries. We want average volume to be over 1 million. We want relative volume. Leave that alone. We want. That's gonna filter the wrong way. I don't want that. Let's see what fundamentals like. There should be the options. There it is. Option short, optionable, and shortable. Let's get technical. RSI. We want to see. See what oversold 30 looks like for now. It's 5 pages that we have. I want to see. There should be a percent highs. I'll find it. I'll find it. What's this AIYY? Yield max. 357. Yeah, no. No shot. And I can actually just export this into a text file. Just keep the ticker list right there. Minimize that, pull that up, and then here we go. So AGL. 1719 RSI, they're coming down hard. Hard. AGL. Options don't look good. Let's resort this filter because it's clearly not good. FLR. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, that's better. $41.22, it's moving up. That's a crazy jump. Crazy jump. You got a 24 delta here, you get a 95 credit. Jump that over into the core. 94.34 for 37.50. 94.34. 50.65. Drag that down. Drag that down. There we go. It's a 151. That's with the 60% profit target. You'd be looking at 94.34. Yeah. 94.34. At 56.60. So what you'd be bringing in is 56 bucks. It's not a lot. But I mean, we're not big dogging trades. Intel. Let's see what Intel's Intel's looking like. Or is that Intel or is it something else? I don't think it's actually Intel. Oh, it is? Okay, cool. They're way down there. They just reported earnings. They missed on earnings. I guess they beat technically. But still negative, so it's bad earnings. They got weeklies. 47 days out. 18, you can get a 28, you go like this. There's a big jump there. Like you get a 10 delta difference. Looking over here. 50 credit. Let's see, 49.34 for 1800. 49.34, 1800. It's a 164. And I know Intel's a good company, that's the thing. So it could be a good potential trade there. Especially they're trading at 19 right now. So I mean it's not a bad buy. I guess I mean like right after earning. I get it. Let's go over here to FinViz. See, the question just becomes, are they going to stay in this range or are they going to keep falling? That's the question. because it's 37 delta though. 58% chance in the money. Yeah, it's risky. It's very risky. Back to our screener. I need to save the screener. Let's keep it at any. Let's keep the price under 50. Let's keep the average volume over 1 million. Optionable. I say. Technical. We want the 20-day. Price cross above. We want the RSI. Can I customize this? We want the RSI to be between 30 and it's only gonna be right there. Okay. So maybe let's do like 40 and above. Let's save this. Save the screen. Save this, CSPs. AAU. This information and we'll see. Because that's crazy. Uh, and we did 5. We're looking at 221.69 for 1250 BPE. 7 DTE, right? Yeah. We would be getting 221.69, and the margin rec for that is 25. Still 10.61. -7 delta. We're looking at 27 gamma, theta, and 150%. Let's make these percentages. 65.9. Just jump so that way everything is the same. Make sure all of that's good. I mean, that's, you could put a lot of trades out on that. A lot of contracts out on that, especially in my portfolio. Let's see. It's 13 lots. You can get $500. Still have 927 left. You'd just be risking 32.58. It's a super risky trade, but it is what it is. Triple shit. Delay PD. Shit. 47 out. Get 25 delta, 30 cents. 29.30. Let's see. $147. It's not bad. I do need to see where this is at though. We're trading in the upper range. They have like a weird July 31st, and they're reporting in on August 1st. Okay, so it's like a weird double up. But they did pretty good on earnings. I mean, clearly they can't. It's not bad. Let's see what happens when we go a little bit closer, like maybe at 19, maybe 12. Cents. 15 cents for a 20 delta. This is probably gonna get bust. Let's see what this is like. Let's see what Discord looks like. That's right. Just don't hear it. I think it might be because my sounds. I don't know. I don't hear it. We'll see how it goes. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I thought I'd get the. Thought I'd get the sound. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm going crazy. Maybe I'm going crazy. We'll figure it out. So that's AES. Let's grab information just because it's worth it. Current price is 13.23. We can trade. How many lots will we do here? Three. 669. Implant volatility is 200% right now. That's crazy. They have to have something coming up because that's huge. What do you have? Capricorn. Surely you have earnings coming up. Sorry. It's gotta be something. It's gotta be something. But so, no one has a clue. This fucking trip is going on here. Looks like they came out with something. Looks like they came out with something that's driving them up, driving up the implant volatility at least. Yeah, not the price. Doesn't seem like price really going anywhere. I mean, it bumped up. It's a little gap. It's interesting. It's a good handful of trades. Can sift through them tomorrow morning, figure it out, see what it's looking like. Let's pull this up. How long we've been doing this? How long we've been doing this? Holy shit, we've been doing this for an hour. Okay. I'm gonna call it. I don't want to spend a ton of time doing this, but on camera. So, cool. Thanks for hanging out, guys.